Arsenal 3, Manchester City 0. What a way to start the season. It is preseason. It is just a community shield, but oh my gosh, did we give them a smack in the backside? um, yeah, it seems like very soon Manchester City fans will be singing Maresca out. I mean, really, like there's no more Pep, guys. There's no more Pep. I will give him his props. I will give him his flowers. He was the greatest manager probably to ever do it. But the next in line is Mikel Arteta, and it's quite crazy. So I would say probably guys like Alex Ferguson, but Alex Ferguson only did it with one team. So Pep did it with more than one team, which it's quite debatable who is better between Alex Ferguson and Pep Guardiola. But anyway, their time is up now. It's time for Mikel Arteta with Arsenal. Oh man, sure. A lot of teams, a lot of fans are worried. But it is only the preseason, it is only Community Shield. Like I said, the real season starts next weekend. But we didn't have Martinelli in the squad, we didn't have Gabriel Jesus in the squad, which means they're probably getting sold very soon. I'm going to miss Martinelli, I must say, and Gabriel Jesus as well. When he first came to Arsenal, man, he really set us on fire, I must say. And we almost won that season, in fact, when he first started, him and Zinchenko and stuff. But it just didn't work out for us. And after that, his performance just dropped for us. Like, I hate how he ended his career at Arsenal because he started with a bang and then he just ended really flat, you know. Whereas Martinelli was always just this player that just has potential, but never really growing into that potential, you know. But he definitely had some moments of brilliance as well, you know, where you could really see that he is Brazilian at times. But unfortunately, we have to just part our ways with those two players. And I have no idea who Arsenal are bringing in next. It could possibly be Yildiz, but who knows? I don't know. But I'm sure Mikel Arteta and his team and Andrea Berta and his team have definitely got some plans and some cooking up there in the camp. We'll have to see how it works out. I must say it is a good way to start the season. I know that Community Shield is nothing to be too excited about, but it shows intention and it shows that the boys are ready to get back at it, you know. I was watching all these reactions from the other fans, rival fans, and my gosh, like, I mean, that Odegaard goal where Yildiz just cut, I mean, one of the biggest haters for Arsenal is a guy called Rance and Bands, or Rance and Barnes, or yeah, anyway, he's a Manchester fan, and he even thought that Odegaard goal was cold. He just sent Donnarumma flying. Like, I mean, like, we made Donnarumma look like he's such, like, I don't know, he plays for the championship or something, like he's a rubbish goalkeeper. And we're talking about one of the best goalkeepers in the world here, but we made him look awful today. That was amazing. That was really amazing. So I am excited. I can't wait to see who we're gonna try and bring in on the left wing. But I mean, if we're selling Martinelli, then we clearly need to definitely get more recruitments in the middle. I don't think we need to sell anybody in the midfield. I keep telling everybody that, look, this football is won in the midfield for me, and of course, you need a solid defense, which we do have. Yes. Mosquera is been awesome when he plays next to like a top defender like Gabriel and Saliba, but we know that Saliba is injured, and some people don't feel that Mosquera is the guy who can actually sort of hold that position until Saliba comes back. So there's rumors that we might get another centre back, but a versatile one who can also play right back to assist guys like Urin Timber when he comes back. I don't know if we can trust Benny Blanco. Benny Blanco's been looking very rusty. I mean, his last 10 performances, man, at all levels, in fact. So I'm not quite sure what's going to happen with Benny Blanco. But look, for now, we just have to really hope that the guy can step up. But I think I'm satisfied with our midfield. Skelly was amazing today. That through ball that he put in for Calafiori. I mean, that run that Calafiori made as well. I mean, he ran onto that like he's a striker. And we're talking about a center back or his original position at first. And we're using him as a left back now, of course. But he can still play center back. So he's also, he gives defenders a headache because it's like, oh my gosh, okay, like, are we trying to mark their strikers or are we trying to mark this crazy ass left back, center back player called Calafiori, So I am very excited for this season. I think we're gonna dominate this season, to be honest with you. But let me not get ahead of myself. We need a few more recruitments. I don't want to sell Nwaneri either. I'd like to keep Nwaneri because I feel like guys like that can help us in the FA Cup and the Carabao Cup, just to make sure that we keep it going. We just go for all the competitions basically. So I really don't want to sell those guys because I think we need that depth to make sure that we can go for the quadruple. Because I believe that we can get the quadruple. So I'm very excited. But yeah, I'm also sad that guys like Martinelli are moving on. Just like we were sad to lose Trossard, but it's all good. It's all good. We are now a top big team. So we need to do big team things. And that means that we need to buy world-class players. That means we need to do some big recruitments here, and to show our intent that we intend to stay at the top and we intend to be, to have a reign like Manchester City or something, we just dominate like English football for like the next coming decade or something. But anyway, let me just be realistic. Look, we don't throw money around like some of these clubs do, but we've seen that money doesn't do all the tricks, right? Newcastle's the richest team in the Premier League, but I don't know how they're not managing to attract big players with the money that they've got, right? Look at Chelsea throwing money around like, let me not even say it, man, but I don't know if they think they're going to be successful. We'll see how Alonso does. But what I also came across is that Jeff Bezos wants to invest in Liverpool and become a partner. Man, I mean, imagine having one of the richest men in the world trying to think. But like I said, money doesn't really guarantee you success. It's just how the club is run, which is what I give Arsenal credit for. I think it's been amazing how they've decided to be very loyal and stick with Mikel Arteta and believe in his dream and invest in his dream. That's beautiful. Newcastle tried to do that with Eddie Howe, but it didn't work out. And Eddie Howe, after we bought Bruno Gomes, he was like, "Nah, guys, thanks. I'm out. I'm done. Like, you guys are not running this club properly." So it's one thing having billionaire owners, but it's another knowing how to run a club, which is where teams like Manchester United, I don't know, we'll see anyway, but I know Mark Goldbridge has been going on for years about how the Glazers are the worst thing for that club, and a lot of Manchester United fans feel that the Glazers are the worst thing for that club because they're American owners. But Arsenal's also got American owners, right? But how is it run? It's run like professionally. So I've got no issue at all with the Cronkies as long as they give us the tools that we need to get the job done, which is what I think they're doing right now. I mean, you got to give us credit for even trying to even get guys like Vinny Jr., world-class players. That was just us showing our intent and who we think we are as a club now to try sign players like that, of course. I mean, I was very disappointed that we didn't get him, but hey, who knows? He might actually regret it. Especially if we come across them in the Champions League and we smack them up like we did with City. Man, it feels so good to actually just confidently know that we are not afraid of City anymore. We can just smack them up. And there's no more Pep Guardiola. I feel like we can breathe as fans as well, man. For the first time, we can actually breathe and be comfortable against any opponent that we come across. My biggest fear right now it's not even really a fear, but the teams that I'm worried about in the Champions League is still PSG and it's still Bayern Munich. Those teams are like, man, they're next level. But I do believe that with the right players, and if we save a few players from injuries and we just keep our players fit, man, we can destroy any team in our path. It's not like we haven't beaten PSG in the last 2 years. We beat them in the group stages when they won the first Champions League. So I'm not scared of PSG. I'm not scared of Bayern Munich either, but I just know that they are the biggest threats in Europe against us. Real Madrid, I think Real Madrid are going to regret why they actually brought back Jose Mourinho. I think Jose is a fraud right now. His time is done. His time is done. Like, I can't see how he's going to help that Real Madrid team improve. But hey, look, I could be wrong because we did also see what Carlo Ancelotti did Carlo Ancelotti was called up from Everton. I mean, imagine a big manager like that ending up in a team like Everton and then Real Madrid saying, actually, you know what? Carlo, please come here. We need you. So it could be the case with Mourinho, but we'll see. I think Mourinho is more caught up in his own ego than actually knowing how to play manage the players' personalities and egos anymore. So I think he's washed up now. I think his time is done, to be honest. And we've got new guys we've got new managers that are here to stay and here to change the game, like Mikel Arteta. Right now, currently in the Premier League, the only manager who's ever won the Premier League is actually Mikel Arteta, because Slot is gone. Slot was a fraud. Slot managed to win with Klopp's team, but hey, look, give him credit for that. Give him his flowers for that. At least he's got a Premier League title under his name, So, but I do feel that this is Arsenal's season. This is Arsenal's time. This is Arsenal's decade. We are here to stay, and we are here to smack up anybody that thinks they can, whatever, like stop us or get in our way. But we are here to make a point, and come on, you Gunners, we got this.